there, my name's Michael and welcome to Tabletop-Infiltrator. This is my very first YouTube video, so wish me luck and please be gentle. So why have I started the channel and what is it all going to be about? Well, I got into the hobby way back in 3rd edition when Games Workshop launched their global campaign on Armageddon and released Codex Armageddon. Now in there I found the Salamander's Space Marine chapter. Now who doesn't like 8-foot tall, genetically engineered superhumans clad in powered armour, running around with flamers and melters, killing any orc they can get their hands on. And they were green, my favourite colour, so I was sold from the beginning. And that was it. Over the next 20 years I collected Salamander Space Marines and I got about 6,000 points worth. However, they were all painted up in varying shades of green using different painting techniques. So I thought, with the release of the Primaris range, 9th edition, the new Space Marine Codex and the Indominus box set, that this would be the perfect time to come up with my own homebrew Space Marine chapter. And what I would do is I would paint up a mix of Firstborn and Primaris in a uniformed looking scheme. And I'd like to take you along with me on that journey. So when it comes to the chapter itself, I've really left this open to the community. What I do have is their name. They're going to be called the Redeemers chapter. They're also going to be fleet based because hopefully one day Games Workshop will re-release Battlefleet Gothic and I can paint up some spaceships, which would be awesome. But what we do know about their founding is that it took place several decades after the Age of Apostasy. The new High Lords of Terror had decreed that Imperial defences needed to be shored up and lost territories reclaimed. The majority of their fleet assets were constructed in the Saturnine shipyards, including 3 battle barges. The chapter was assigned to the Scaris sector to protect supply routes into Segmentum Pacifica. It was, however, during the 39th millennium that the greatest tragedy in the chapter's history occurred. One of their battle barges, the Sword of Saturn, containing their librarium, was forced into making an emergency in-system warp jump and never made it back into real space and was assumed lost with all hands. With the loss of their ship and librarium, alongside poor Imperial record keeping, we know very little of the early years and the exact detail behind the founding of the chapter. And that's it. That's as much history as I've come up with about the Redeemers Space Marine chapter. So it really is open-ended to the community to fill in the gaps. Now I have come up with an army list, okay, which I will be revealing weekly as I paint up the squads to go into the army. And I'll be painting up 2,000 points. Now I am no Golden Demon winner, however I will be painting up my army as best as I can up to tabletop standard. And once the base army is created, I'll be asking the community for tips and advice on what to add and what to take away. But at the minute I've come up with a test model that I built out of bits from my bits box, so let's have a look. So this is my test mini for my Redeemers Space Marine chapter. He is the captain of the 2nd company, armed with a thunderhammer and plasma pistol. Now I've magnetised both his arms and his backpack because in the future if I want to change his weapon loadouts or give him a jump pack, I can do that without having to make another model or proxy him. Now he's painted up in the base colours that the rest of the army will be painted up in, and I also painted a character because I wanted to show the level of detail that I'll be going up to with the rest of the unique models in the rest of my army. Now the colours that I used are Heavy Blue, Gory Red, Lead Belcher Silver, Balthazar Gold, Null Oil, Druki Violet, Screamer Pink, White Scar, Ushanti Bone and Cadian Fleshtone. And I've really liked how he's turned out and I'm really looking forward now to cracking on with the rest of the army. So that's it. That's my first ever YouTube video done for my channel and also my first model painted up. Next week I'll have my first squad completed and we'll discuss how they fit into my army, what tactics I'm going to use with them, everything like that. So if you've enjoyed the video, please consider giving me a thumbs up, and if you want to support the channel, please hit that subscribe button below. It doesn't cost you anything and really does help me out. Most importantly is the comment section. I'm a complete noob at any of this, so any tips and hints would be really appreciated, and we can also carry on the lore for my Redeemers Space Marines chapter. So thanks very much, and hopefully see you next time.